Welcome to Sky Sports News. We're sat here with Emma Wood, renowned swimming star, and she's going to tell us about the stages of development for swimming. Emma, first, when was swimming founded and where?
Swimming was founded in 850 BC in the Cave of Swimming near Wadi Sura in southwestern Egypt.
Ah, interesting. And why was it discovered then?
There was a 10,000-year-old rock painting of people swimming. The rock carving showed that prehistoric man learnt to swim in order to cross lakes and rivers, and we know this through Greek mythology.
Why do you think they carved that?
They carved the pictures so that other people could share the knowledge with them, just like us when we take pictures to show our progress and ideas to other people.
Was there ever people saying that children should swim?
Yes, in 1603 the Japanese said children should be able to swim.
Why?
Well, in 1603 water was used for many things, such as bathing, as a supply for food, fishing, as a means of transport and a place to wash. Due to the amount of things they used water for, it meant it was essential that the children knew how to swim and that they weren't scared of water.
And when were the different strokes added in?
In 1873 side stroke was invented by British. 1880s the first version of crawl featured a scissor kick. 1896 front crawl was invented. 1902 freestyle swimming was invented. 1904 backstroke. 1956 first appearance of butterfly in Melbourne. And an Englishman, that 1956 was an Englishman who travelled to South Seas where he saw natives performing a crawl with a flutter kick.
Right. And did anybody make a name for themselves in swimming?
Yeah, in 1875 a man named Matthew Webb swam the English Channel in 21 hours and became the first man to swim the English Channel. Australian Richard Cavell first to swim with an up and down kick in 1902.
When was swimming first in the Olympics?
In 1896 swimming was first in the modern Olympics, which was held in Athens.
And does Great Britain hold any competitions for swimming?
In the 19th century, the National Swimming Secretary of Great Britain began to hold competitions.
Was there ever a division between men and women?
Women's swimming was only introduced in the Stockholm Games in 1912, and they were only allowed to do 800 metres, unlike men who were able to do 1500. Throughout the years, there was a constant divide between men and women, and it only changed in recent years to become fair. In 1896, 4 events in the Olympics, and they were all men's. In 1912, there were 7 men's events and 2 women's. 1968 to 1972, there were 15 men events and 14 women's. And 2008 to 2012, it became fair and there were 17 men's and 17 women's. So it took a very long time for it to become equal.
Right, and when was technology introduced to swimming? And what was it?
There was a touchpad invented and approved for use in the 1962 Olympic Games, which is an example of where technology was moving on. The touchpad is able to record when the swimmer touches the sides so that the timing can properly be recorded.
And going back to the Olympics, was there only one event or?
No, there used to only be a few, such as 500 metres and 1500 metres. However, now there is 50 metres, 100 metres, 200 metres, 400 metres, 800 metres, 1500 metres, freestyle. There are also events in backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, individual medley, freestyle relay, medley relay, marathon and synchronised swimming.
And is it just men and women who compete or?
No, not at all. Men and women do partake in the Olympics, but they aren't the only ones. Youths participate, and there is also a growing number of disabled swimmers.
Right, is there special clothing made for swimming, like in running or?
In 2010, swimming apparel became introduced as non-textile slimmed skinny suits. This was noticed to greatly decrease race time results, and so it became the in thing to have, and it's very popular now.
And lastly, what's on offer for the disabled?
They are able to use wheelchairs on poolside. Swimmers with physical disabilities are allocated a category between 1 and 10, with 1 being the most severe types of disability. Blind and visually impaired swimmers compete with separate categories, being allocated to categories 11, 12 or 13, 11 being totally blind. Swimmers with mental disabilities compete in category 14. This is allowing all different kinds of disabled people to join in with sport, and it is knocking down barriers that used to be in the way of participation for certain people.
Thank you very much, Emma.
Thank you. Just before I go, as my evidence has shown, swimming was mostly a men's sport. It's taken until 2008 for it to be equalised. As it stands today, our most successful and best event swimmer is Rebecca Adlington. Amazing how it took so long for things to change yet. Now us women are on the top.
You certainly are. And back to the studio.